Safety is a top priority on the job site. In the unfortunate event that an accident or near miss occurs on the field, you can log the incident in Procore. In this video, you'll learn how to use the Incidents tool in Procore to make sure any accidents, damages, or close calls are properly documented. While you can use the Incidents tool to document any accidents that resulted in injury or illness, you can also use the tool to log close calls and record an avoided hazard. To begin, navigate to the project-level Incidents tool. It's important to note that most superintendents will have at least standard-level access on the project's Incidents tool. On the tool's list page, you'll see any previously logged incidents. Here you can review an existing incident by clicking View to see the item's details. You can also edit an incident that you've created and add additional information as it becomes available. Let's say a worker on the job site slipped down the stairs and injured his knee. To log this event, click Create Incident. When you create a new incident, Procore will automatically fill in the known fields, such as creator and date created. Since you are the creator of this incident, you'll see your name here. The date created will populate with the current date. Next, include a short and descriptive title. You can always add more information about the incident in the description text box below. You can also add the incident's location. We'll list the third floor stairs. Next, record the date and time the incident occurred. You can also create a distribution list by selecting specific team members you want to give access to the item when the incident is logged, as well as the project manager. In the Attachments section, you can include any files or photographs for your records, like evidence of water on the stairs. As you may have noticed, most of these fields are optional. Procore recommends that you log as much information as possible so that you can quickly reference any relevant information later, as well as improve the reporting quality. It's important to know that when you create an incident, its status will be set to Open by default. Generally, this signals that the incident has occurred and is awaiting resolution. Once the investigation is resolved, you'll want to close the observation by changing its status here. Finally, you'll have the option to set the incident to Private, which makes it only visible to users with admin permissions on the Incidents tool, the incident's creator, and members of the item's distribution list. As a best practice, Procore recommends keeping all incidents marked as private. Now that you've entered the general information for the incident, you can create incident records. These records document the affected companies and individuals, the work activities involved, and the injury details. An incident can have 0, 1, or multiple records depending on the situation. When you click the Add Record button, you'll need to select the type of record. Depending on the type of record, you will be prompted to fill in different information. While we encourage you to use the included fields, it's important to note that these are optional. Since our worker injured his knee when he fell, we'll select Injury. Here, you can also include information about the affected company and person affected. These drop-down menus are populated with users in your directory. Next, include the related work activity and any equipment that was in use when the incident occurred. This equipment field pulls from a list that you can configure in the project-level admin tool. You can also select the source of harm. It's important to note that Procore has populated these drop-down menus either with users in your directory or with a pre-made list of possible options to expedite the process of documenting an incident. Under Injury Information, you can add details about the injury or illness that was sustained and the body part affected. If the injury resulted in any missed days on the job, you can enter information about the lost time or restricted duty here. And in the unfortunate event of a fatality, you can also record the date of death. In the Treatment Information section, you can select the filing type and enter the treatment provider. The treatment provider would be typically a medical professional such as an EMT, nurse, physician's assistant, or doctor. You'll also want to include additional information such as the name of the treatment facility and its address. To note a visit to the emergency room or an overnight stay in the hospital, you can mark these checkboxes. When you're finished, click Submit. The final section of the incident form is the Investigation section. This section is optional and is generally used when an investigation is required. You can include information from the root cause analysis, including the hazard involved, as well as any contributing condition and/or contributing behavior. It's important to note that the values are customized by your company admin. Documentation of this investigation information may provide legal protection in a personal injury lawsuit, or insight that may prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. When you're finished, click Create to save the incident and its details. Now, let's go back to the Incidents tool list page by clicking Incidents in the page's breadcrumbs. Here, you can view your newly created incident, as well as all of your project's existing incidents. While we hope you and your team stay safe on the job site, in the unfortunate event of an accident or a near miss, you can use the Incidents tool to easily add new records and store all of your incidents logs directly in Procore. Thanks for watching.